Hi everyone, this is Anjali again, Radhe Radhe. So we are on chapter 2 and today we are going to two shlokas 2.47 and 2.48, and these are very famous shloka. So these shloka basically represent the meaning. Means it discuss that act without worrying about the result. Okay, so I will read this shloka first of all. Okay, so कर्मण्य वाधिकास्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफल हेतुर्भूर्मा ते संगो सत्व अकर्मणि. Okay, so you may have heard this shloka so many times in your life, and means in TVs, through family, like so many times you may have heard this shloka. So today we are going to discuss this shloka. Okay, so in this Krishna basically say that you have a right to work. Okay, you have right to work, but never to the fruit of action. Whatever outcome, you don't have a right on that. Okay, so never let the fruit of action be your motive. Okay, and so never let your attachment be to inaction. Okay, so in second shloka, 2.48, he is saying that, O Dhananjay, do your action dropping all the attachment to the outcome. Okay, and being centered and complete in yoga. Okay, and be balanced in the success and the failure, and such evenness of the mind is called yoga. Okay, so let me explain these shlokas to you now. So uh so many people these days, they're so much into the work and they forget why they came on the earth. If I ask anyone, or you would try, you ask yourself, you don't know the motive why you came to the earth. Okay, so first of all you need to understand the first rule. Okay, that when we came to the earth, so who is our parent? Krishna. Okay, our God. So he is our parent and we are his kids. So we came here to do his job, but we forget. Like when we came to earth, and so slowly, when we came into the consciousness, so we forget the motive. And the journey of the life basically is the whatever term we live. Okay, the reason behind that is to find a way to connect with the God again. That is the main reason of our birth, which we forget. Okay, so like starting a new game again, and you have to reach to the end, and you don't know where is the end. So life is just like that way. So in this shloka, Krishna say that, uh, stop, first of all stop. Okay, and who do you think you are? Okay, you are here to do my work, and so you have no right to take the results that are mine, because we are doing work for God. Okay, so for example, so he is in a position of the landlord. Okay, like for example the farmer. Okay, and all the labor who work on the farm. Okay, so they are entitled only for the wages, but not for the what is happening, how much profit is coming out, or anything which is related to the land, profit or loss, that belong to the owner. Okay, so labor only get their wages. Okay, so our job is to do our work, and according to that we will get the output from the universe. Okay, so for example, like labor has no right to anything but only their wages. Okay, so they need not to worry about whether the land will yield or not, well or not, they will have some profit loss. All that they need to do is to honor the work they have committed, जो काम उनको दिया गया है. Okay, to fulfill their responsibility to their peak capabilities. Okay, in caring for the land. So everybody, came to the earth with their some special skills in it. So they just need to find out what special skills they have. So each person is different and they have some special skills. So they need to be in integrity and authenticity. Okay, I forgot. So to their work. Okay, so that's all the landlord honor and ultimate beneficiary difference. Okay, so the difference between the Krishna. So all the outcome, whichever whatever is coming, so that belong to the Krishna, not to us. Okay, so what we need to do in such cases? So do what you have to do as your right and responsibility without worrying about the result. Okay, so do not worry, do not act with the do not act with hopes of a certain reward. Okay, so not some people, like these days many people, if you don't give any motive that you will get this or that, they don't even do work. Okay, so like this kind of a thing I'm talking about. Do not act with the hope of certain rewards in return. Okay, perform all duties like you're serving to the god. Okay, so when we go and serve to the god, what we do, we just pray and we do our karmas of serving, like donation and helping other people or like that, but we don't expect anything in return. The same way we need to work in our daily routine life. So for example, like you are doing any task, okay, whether it's a home or office, it doesn't matter. So sometime when you're doing a task, okay, so you try to overthink so much. We start thinking about, okay, if we do this, within how much time we do, so what will be the outcome, how much time we are connecting with the money, everything. Okay, so because of that, means your mind, it means aligned these days according to that. So we need to fix that alignment. Okay, do not stop doing what you need to do because you are afraid of what may lie ahead. Okay, so so many people get scared that if they do anything, okay, new task, they will lose. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I forgot to tell you one thing. So I'm going to use two words very so much in this explanation, so which is integrity and authenticity. Okay, so integrity means being honest to yourself. Okay, and like our moral values, like which we have. Okay, and the authenticity means being genuine, being real, being true to yourself. Okay, like not a fake personality. Okay, so here we are talking about the constantly, when you bring constantly integrity to your thinking, the honesty to your thinking. Okay, and authenticity to your feelings. Okay, and responsibility to your action, that whatever you're like whatever you're doing, profit loss, you take the responsibility if you have done anything wrong. So if you take the responsibility to your action, okay, this is called enriching to your lifestyle. Okay, so we forgot about these rules these days, so this is very important to revise our knowledge and fix our things in our life. Okay, so with integrity, you can clean your inner space of the consent of the constant unwanted beliefs that you carry. Okay, so like the stronger belief that you will be a failure. So like I just said before, so some people have a preset in their mind that, oh, this is very looking very hard, so if they try they will get fail. Okay, but the things are opposite way, and this I've personally learned in my life. Okay, so for example, when a small thing happen, you immediately declare a failure. Okay, if like small wrong thing happen, oh no, everything will be getting failure now, all this whole process and outcome will be like that. So no, things are not like that. Okay, try to understand. So the first thing to do is you have to declare your integrity to yourself. Okay, being what's up, or you need to be you need to speak to yourself, that you need to be honest to yourself, and you need to have high moral principles. You need to motivate yourself in a positive way, not in a negative way. Okay, so not to your failure. Okay, don't demotivate you. So I will explain you how this will affect your life. So if you have a strong idea, okay, and a self-doubt, what you are doing, for example, is going to be a failure. That moment, that moment you think that is basically that is a failure. Okay, because I will explain, sorry, again. So for example, if you have any strong belief or a self-doubt, okay, what you are doing is going to be a failure. Okay, the moment you decide, the moment you think that is a failure, okay, so it is a commitment. You're giving a commitment to yourself, because when you're thinking, okay, so your body is listening to you, whether you're not speaking, even whatever you're thinking, that is impacting your body. Okay, so when you are thinking that you are going to fail, so it is like you're giving a commitment to your body, and the words you are giving to you, that oh, you're going to do this, you're going to fail. So that's why we need to think about what we are thinking even. Okay, so the conscious sorry, this on and complete with a positive word instead. Okay, so stop repeating the negative words inside you. Okay, whether you're talking, not talking to another person, but talking to yourself like that way, that is wrong, because when you're doing that, you're giving a wrong commitments to you. Okay, so understand. So any for any no, so even Krishna say here that if you take the responsibility of any action, okay, so if you take any responsibility of any action or any work, even death cannot come near to you, and they wait for you to complete your responsibility. You may have heard stories about that also, maybe. So many, when we were little, so many stories I have remembered it, I heard about this. Okay, even sometime on the TV also, I think. So for anybody who want to basically live long, okay, so just practice to be authentic, responsibility for your action, okay, and do not worry about the outcome of your responsibility. Okay. Okay, so the second thing is, when you take responsibility with authenticity, okay, like the genuineness and actual belief you have in performing that responsibility, okay, the consciousness start growing inside you. Like, like you open your eyes, you're actively doing it, not like, illusion or like that way. So your consciousness inside you start growing, okay, more intentionally than in the body. Okay, and that shrinking, like which Arjun is facing, that you will not face that. Okay, the shrinking doesn't come. Okay, and the consciousness growing in your body is basically your enlightenment, like awakening. Okay. Okay, so like in our everyday life, in everyday office life, what is happening these days, so people are result oriented. Okay, and they get caught in the result before they start. Okay, so for getting the reward or recognition in the office, and for sometimes their self-interest, and so even the people do daily activity based on the anticipated reward and the punishment these days. Okay, so success is like a natural. Okay, you don't need to run after for the outcome, or the benefit what you're getting out of the work. So basically people forget that, means Krishna is trying to say here that success is natural. Okay, you have to work for the failure. Okay, so when you do any task, okay, and say Krishna, I'm going to start my work, and I'm not worrying about the result, you just take care of the work outcome, okay, and I will do this task with the full of my capabilities. So you will see sometime, if there is any problem is about to come, for example, first of all you will find a way to that, because you are not in a feeling of a scaredness, and your mind is not in the like alert mode basically. Okay, so success come natural to you when you don't so much into the fear or this negative emotions. Sorry. So basically, bringing integrity, you will understand that success is the natural flow of your life, just like the nature, okay, which people forget actually. So that's why we are trying to explain that don't focus on the outcome, just do your work as like natural activity, okay. And I'm telling you, this is the tested method I tried also, and it really worked when I learned about this. So I implemented in my life, and the outcome is totally completely changed, the stress level reduced. Okay, so I request you to try this, definitely implement this in your life. Okay, so for example, now we are talking about the integrity, how it teaches a responsibility in action to us. Okay, so society basically operate on this principle of a greed and the fear to the present, to prevent us from doing any action, okay, that it does not want us to do. So for example, the religion, they do the same, like if you do this, you will get sin, or you will do this and you will get that. Okay, so society basically, what they do, society basically threaten with the legal punishments, and so legal punishment here and now, and so religion threaten you with the punishment. So everybody around you these days are accompanied with this kind of a, the principle they follow: greed, reward, fear, punishment. So you don't need to think about such things. Okay, just do your work, just do your task. Okay, without expecting anything in the return. Leave everything into the God hand. So basically, you are responsible for all your actions and the reactions you attract, okay, from others. How do I explain? So, and happening of the life, okay, that whatever is in your things are happening in your life. So integrity teaches you the responsibility. So when you understand this concept, then you will be in the more alert way, that you will not do any activity which can hurt other people, and it will, the purpose need to be only the serving. Okay, okay. So you will understand that for everything happening in and around you, okay, or you are only the responsible. So because that is based on your decisions. Okay, okay. So for example, you are not in your integrity. Okay, so when you're not in integrity with yourself, and when you say one thing and you do another thing, okay, so basically you do not walk your talk. Okay, you're not doing what you're thinking and what you're saying. So this will create a negative impact in your surrounding also. So your moral principle will get means doesn't exist in that case. So but when you do walk your talk, okay, and when you talk is in integrity or authenticity, okay, then what will happen? Then your word become reality. Okay, so you don't need to put much efforts to it. Universe will help you. Okay, so you will have to, then you will have a, we call it like a special blessing, the Vak Siddhi. Okay, so it means the power to manifest your words as a reality. Okay, so for example, Prahlad, when he when his father asked him that where is the God Vishnu, okay, so because he believe in Vishnu, okay, and he know that his beliefs are so strong that he know that if he raise a finger and he said that, yeah, his father asked, is he in that pillar, so he know that he can say that yes, my God Vishnu is in that pillar. So in that incident, basically the Lord Vishnu start running on the earth, just to show, just to means prove that whatever Prahlad is saying, that's true. So he's trying to justifying his words, okay, because he is into his consciousness, integrity and authenticity, so he know what he is talking about. Okay, even then God will also help you, basically I want to say that. So when you are in a completion with integrity, okay, means honesty, without any inter conflict or like the contradictions, so whatever you have, okay, you project on the cosmos is a project for the cosmos. Okay, means like which I example I gave you, that the Prahlad, when he said that the God Vishnu is there, so universe also starting implementing that for him. So like Lord Vishnu is trying to come there in that pillar. Okay, okay, sorry. So sorry, I have a very bad headache today. So simply basically your cosmos, also help you. Okay, the outer world also obey you just like that, like the God Vishnu listen to the Prahlad request. So the power, that is the power of the integrity basically. Okay, so nature does about what nature basically, the nature goes about its job without any thought about what will be the end result. Nature, what they do is whatever the Krishna say, do this, do that, they just do that, and they don't think about the outer outcome. Okay, so what will happen basically in the universe, what happen will happen, and it is bound to happen. Okay, the nature follow its nature follow its principle, you can say, or you can say dharma. So it, what is the right path, so nature just follow that. Okay, so if you like, you will hear that so many people manifest these days, so basically they are in the alignment to the universe. So when you align yourself to the universe and your actions is accordingly, so you will get the outcome also. That's what I said, like your words become the reality. So Krishna say like be centered. Okay, be centered and complete in a yoga. Okay, and drop all your attachments to the result. Okay, and do what you have to do. Okay, so we use the word yoga here in the second shloka. So what do you mean by the yoga? Yoga is like the union, okay, the union of a man, like human being, and the divine. Okay, so yoga is like completion with your divine. So when you start doing yoga and when you understand the more about it, then you will understand why we are saying this. I will explain you later. Okay. So yoga is your realization to your own self, and your realization that you are the divine. Okay, when you understand that, so like our body represents Shiv and Shakti. So Shiv means like our the body, physical body. Okay, and the Shakti means the energy which run our body. Like like the soul energy push, like how we lift our body. So the Shakti is the Shiva Shakti. This is our body system. So when you learn about the yoga, then you will learn about this also. So that's why we call it like when you realize your own self. Okay, and when your realization that you are the divine. Okay, and it is a state of a completion. Okay, so the state of the truth, the state of being present. Okay, when all that you do will be in the right consciousness. Okay, like being in awareness. Okay, and in awakening form, then it is called dharma. Oh, 12 minutes. Okay, okay, so we are going to end this fast. So basically the suffering happen when we link our thoughts. Okay, so I gave, I think, one example about that. So our thoughts are our thoughts are unconnected and illogical, and unpredictable. So it is only, it is just like a running of emotions basically. Okay, it is only when we link together, when we link our thoughts together, that become the problem, which is called overthinking. Okay, that the then the problems start and suffering happens. Okay, how? Like I told you, like some people start thinking negative before starting the any task. That's why they get they're preparing themselves to be the failure. Okay, but when you don't think about that things, okay, and you think positive, okay, so and you don't worry about, like, if anything small wrong happened, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's okay, just a small task, and you fixed it, right? So that's why you're moving forward. So you need to think about the positivity, that oh, it's just a small hurdle and I crossed it, so I need to focus on the further performing the task with my the whole capability. Okay, without thinking about the result, then you will have a better result. Okay, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So what do you think, what do you what that's why, do not link your thoughts and create the shaft of thoughts. Okay, so because, like, you know that you know that there's a statement which we say, ideal mind is the devil workshop. Okay, so better divert your mind into some work than thinking negative or irrelevant data and connecting the dots together. Okay, so when you are in the present moment, when you are in the present moment where the where regrets of your past and the expectation of the future are not absent from your mind, and whatever you do in such a state of the completion would be the right thing to do. Okay, because that question may come to your mind, what is the right thing to do then? Okay, so I will repeat this line again. So when you are in the present moment, okay, when you are in the present moment, okay, and where the regret of your past and expectation of the future are absent, that is not available with you. Okay, don't have thoughts about that from your mind. Okay, you're just thinking about the task. Okay, so whatever you do in such a state of a completion would be the right thing to do. Okay, means do your task without thinking about any thoughts about it, the process, how, what will happen, and each stage is, don't do that. Okay, 27 should. Okay, so you are not influenced either by the fear or greed regarding the outcome. Okay, so you do what you have to do naturally, that need to be your motto. So that's why Krishna says that you must act with the responsibility in the present moment, okay, of the completion, and do not get attached to the results, okay, of your actions, and nor get attached to inactions, and thinking that it could be a easy way out of this problem. So if you think that if you don't perform any activity, so it will be a good also, so no, your things become become a list and together and as a pending job until you do it. Okay, so inaction cannot give you some relaxation. Okay, so here I will end this video. It's already 28 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, so see you again. I hope you will understand what I'm trying to tell you. So do your actions, don't worry about your outcome. Okay, and when you do any task, don't think about the process, and don't connect your thoughts, they are just like emotion. So do one practice in your daily life. So like when you have a overthinking issues, I also realize that I also have such kind of issues, I think so much. So I learned one thing, that treat your thoughts like, you know, the running water. When it comes, don't think about it, just let it go, let it flow. And next thought come, don't give attention to your thoughts, just let it go. Okay, so then you will be in a present moment, and your mind will not get into the wrong direction here and there. Okay, so be in a present moment, focus only on your task, don't worry about the result. This is our lesson for the today. Okay, I hope you will implement in this your life and improve your life by doing such things. Thank you, have a nice day. Radhe Radhe.